This is 7 National News, and in our top story, UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, attended the second edition of the Islamic Economy Awards today, where he recognized the achievements of individuals and companies towards advancing the global Islamic economy. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed presented the awards to the recipients across 8 main categories. Also present were Dubai Crown Prince His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Deputy Ruler of Dubai His Highness Sheikh Maktoum bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Said Al Maktoum, the President of Dubai Civil Aviation Authority, CEO and Chairman of the Emirates Group, along with His Highness Sheikh Nahyan bin Mubarak Al Nahyan, the UAE Minister of Youth, Culture and Community Development, together with other dignitaries and senior government officials. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed honoured the recipients together with His Excellency Majid Al-Shamsi, the Vice Chairman of Dubai Chamber of Commerce and Industry, as well as His Excellency Hussein Al-Kamzi, the head of the jury panel of the Islamic Economy Award. According to the CEO of Dubai Islamic Economy Development Centre, the awards come in line with His Highness Sheikh Mohammed's vision to position Dubai as the capital of global Islamic economy by 2016.
Well, we're focusing in 2015 to launching, of course, more initiatives within the strategy of Dubai, the capital of Islamic economy. As you know, His Highness gave us a 3-year deadline from the launch of the strategy, which was in 2013. So we are progressing according to plan. Islamic economy, of course, is a global phenomenon. So our philosophy also involves working with both the public and private sector, both locally, regionally, as well as globally, to promote the concept, and also to ensure that cross-border trade, for example, of halal products are developed and progress further. Doing this by utilizing the infrastructure that Dubai already has and the strength that Dubai possesses as an economic trading hub.
Among the main recipients of the award included renowned British musician and nasheed composer Yusuf Islam, formerly known as Cat Stevens, for the Islamic arts category. According to Yusuf Islam, his nasheeds in the English language have played a significant role in contributing towards spreading Islamic knowledge, particularly in the Western world.
I was actually one of the first to, if you like, write some nasheeds in English, to help our children, to learn Islam through songs. And that's always been a tradition. And in fact, if we look back at Islamic civilization, we see so much of the art, so much of the contribution to science and so many other subjects was because of the magnificent dynamics of Islamic thought within the whole society.
Donations for the UAE Compassion Campaign to help Syrian refugees in the Levant reached 228 million dirhams as the humanitarian drive drew to a close on Tuesday. According to Emirates news agency WAM, the donations included hundreds of tons of relief materials and food assistance worth 20 million dirhams. The UAE Compassion Tarahamu campaign was launched last Tuesday under the directives of President His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan and with the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the UAE Vice President and Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, to help Syrian refugees caught in fierce winter in the Levant region. Mohammed Abdullah Al-Hajj Al-Zaruni, head of Emirates Red Crescent's Dubai branch, was quoted as saying that ground personnel have reached and helped more than 500,000 refugees since the campaign was launched last week. The Federal National Council on Tuesday passed a bill to amend certain articles of the federal law concerning the protection and development of the environment. The amended law will be enforced in the UAE territory, including free zones. Chaired by Mohammed Ahmed Al-Mour, the Speaker of the Federal National Council, the 8th session highlighted the importance of protecting and developing the environment in a way that embraces the latest developments in this field in order to provide a high-quality, sustainable environment consistent with the UAE Vision 2021. The legislation will support the government's efforts to protect the natural environment as one of the UAE's top priorities. It also defines the regulation of activities on land and sea and sets penalties and fines for offenders. For example, any person found polluting drinking water or underground water will face a prison term of no less than 1 year and a fine of no more than 2 million dirhams. In other news, the Swiss community in the UAE is gearing up to showcase their rich culture and heritage once more in the upcoming Swiss Days Dubai. Now in its 7th edition, organisers Swissgate UAE says the event has continued to evolve as an important platform to showcase their country on what it has to offer and their culture and arts. Her Excellency Andrea Richlin, the ambassador of Switzerland to the UAE, attended the media launch of Swiss Days Dubai earlier today. Conceptualized in 2009, the event was a 3-day affair that went on school tours and later on was staged at Stocktag. This year it will be hosted at the Madinat Jumeirah for the first time, featuring 15 artists and 2 extraordinary performances. Swiss contemporary duo Eins will see the 2 young Swiss artists perform their creation, The Niche Project, a non-verbal creative mix of circus, dance, theatre and music. Another highlight is the performance by one of Switzerland's oldest professional choirs, the Ensemble Korund, who will perform a mix of folk tunes, classical music and love songs from the 6th to the 7th of February.
It is extremely important today in an era of turmoil and conflict that not only governments but also society give a clear message. And this message, in my opinion, is love life. And our festival, the Swiss Days, is actually supporting this message in a very simple but strong way. And I hope that at the end of the Swiss Days, people will just say that they had enjoyed a moment with families or just by themselves and have get to know a little bit of Swiss culture. Tourism is a very important avenue to make our country known, and we issue about 20,000 visas a year from the UAE to Switzerland, which is quite a high number for our, let's say, small country. And we are also there having a lot of growth, so we are confident. But I would encourage people to travel through Switzerland and take at least a day or two to introduce themselves to our beautiful country.
In October last year, the Switzerland Global Enterprises SME Export Indicator for Q4 2014 stated that 28% of Swiss SMEs intend to export to the Middle East Africa region in the next 6 months. Over the years, the event has continued to attract the support of Swiss businesses in the UAE, including Swiss International Airlines. Kurt Blum, General Manager of Swiss Art Gate UAE, says the event series is an effective tool promoting their Swissness, which stands for quality, innovation, reliability, luxury and high international reputation. And they hope to further strengthen this in the UAE and the region.
The UAE are a very big business partner for Switzerland. So if there is on business side one part, we can promote actually with arts and culture also and support actually the business that they are doing here. We have big Swiss companies, we have smaller companies, medium-sized companies here. So Switzerland, if you do, wherever you do business, it's like a part of the culture. What we show with Swissness actually is what also the Swiss companies want to show. This is related to quality, to reliability, to luxury and punctuality. So this is part what we want to show here in Dubai with our shows, and just enjoy there.
The Dubai Health Authority has chalked out a comprehensive set of health regulations for private school clinics in the Emirate. The regulations are applicable for 163 private schools in Dubai, including private schools in free zones. Dr. Leila Al-Marzouqi, the acting director of DHA's Health Regulation Department, stated that through the development, establishment and enforcement of minimum required criteria for school clinic services, our aim is to ensure that students in Dubai have access to high-quality healthcare. She added that while the department already has school health regulations in place, the updated regulation policy is much more comprehensive and covers everything from school clinic design and staff to emergency care. The regulations also specify how schools will deal with health emergencies. All schools in Dubai also have to maintain every student's health record for 5 years after the student turns 18 years of age or for 5 years after the student leaves school. Hospitals and specialty centres received more than 1 million patients in 2014, according to the Dubai Health Authority. According to the DHA, this figure includes outpatients, accident and emergency cases, walk-in visits as well as admissions. Presently, the expansion of the trauma centre is ongoing and is set to be ready in June 2015. The expansion will add 160 beds and will cost 161 million dirhams. Al Jalila Children's Specialty Hospital is another project that will be operational in 2015.